So you want the tea? Let's chat, shall we? Hey sis or bro, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Tamara here with the Mompreneur plugin. On my channel, I help moms embrace who they are outside of motherhood. As you can see, I done changed up the scenery. Hey, anyway, yeah, I changed it up. I switched it up a little bit. I want to be a little bit more intimate with you guys and give you guys some updates and some things that's been going on with me. If you know anything about me, you know that I don't mind talking about what's going on in my life. I don't mind sharing with you guys what I've been dealing with. And so I want to make a video just to kind of bring you into my world. I know that every week, the videos that I post, I've been told that they're relatable and they feel, people have said, I feel like I can relate to it. I appreciate your transparency, your honesty. But that's me talking about a specific topic. Today, I'm just going to update you guys on what's been going on. So the first update is I have reached over 500 subscribers. Yay! I'm so excited. Guys, for those of you who don't know, I started my channel. It's been a little less than a year. We're not quite at a year yet. But when I first started, my subscriber gang was just gradually getting there. But back in May, I enrolled into a YouTube course called the Video Ranking Academy. Look it up. And I will tell you, I have learned so much. And in the time that I started the Video Ranking Academy until now, my subscribers have, tripled. And so I am very excited about this. I'm so glad to have you all. For all of my new subscribers, shout out to you. Thank you for joining me. I'm so excited that you are here. All right, so the next update is I have started doing comedy sketches. So if you know anything about me, most people enjoy my videos because they say that they're relatable and hilarious. I've always known myself to be a pretty funny person, not because I just genuinely think I'm funny, but people get around me and they're always laughing. And so as I've gotten older, I have learned that I'm pretty funny, but I don't consider myself a comedian. I just know how to make people laugh. And with me having a theater background, I do know how to portray characters, and I observe people. I watch how people talk. I watch how their body language, and so I embrace those things and I bring it into life with characters. And so recently I had a couple of videos that have gone somewhat viral, if you will. And from there I've actually gained subscribers and views on my channel, which has been super exciting and humbling at the same time. But I'm super happy about it. People are coming to my channel and they're staying. They're seeing the comedy sketches, but they're seeing the value in the videos and they're staying and sticking around. And words cannot express how grateful and excited I am about that. So if you haven't checked out any of my comedy sketches, you can check them out here. The next thing I want to talk about are what are some things that I have absolutely hated about this pandemic, right? First of all, I don't like the mask, period. I'm going to tell you why I don't like the mask. There are a couple of reasons why I don't like the mask. Now, disclaimer, before we get into that and you start judging me, you know we need the mask to control the virus and flatten the curve. I know. I'm pro-mask because I believe that we've been told time and time again that the mask is what's going to help us control this virus. And we'll not necessarily get rid of it, but pretty much get it to the point where we're flattening the curve and we can kind of get back to some sense of normalcy. However, I don't like wearing the mask because number one, it is hot. Y'all, I live in Georgia, okay? If you ever been to Georgia, you know how hot it is here. And it's not regular, it's humid, okay? It's hot in Georgia, okay? Number two, if your breath stinks and you're wearing a mask, say for instance, you haven't eaten yet and you got that funky breath, or you've been running all day and you haven't had a chance to pop a mint in your mouth, or you got dry mouth because you just got a lot going on, let me tell you something. That mask was telling you every time. Okay? Okay. And another thing I don't like about masks is if somebody else's breath stinks really bad, if I can smell your breath through my mask and yours, that's a problem. That's a problem. Yeah, that's one reason why I don't like, well, two reasons why I don't like the mask. It's hot, the breath, and then I also don't like the mask because I feel like I be cute and I have to wear a mask and cover up all my cuteness. Like, who wants to do that? I legit don't even wear makeup anymore. The reason I wear makeup, the only time I put on makeup, y'all, is when I'm about to film. Because I told y'all know y'all don't be taking nobody seriously if they face ain't beat. But I literally like, why am I scratching myself like a crackhead? No shade to crackheads, but I'm just saying. I swear y'all ain't nothing going on. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, I haven't worn makeup because every time I put it on, it gets on the mask and the mask looks dirty and it just looks dingy. And I'm just like, I don't have time for this. Anyway, the other thing that I have hated about this pandemic is being away from my friends and my family. Like, I'm going to tell y'all, the first 4 months, I was chilling. I was loving it because the reality is the more people in your life, more than likely you're going to have some type of conflict, issue, drama, if you will. Even if it's just mild, you're going to have it. And the only issues I was having was with my husband in my home, but that's normal. We're married. That happens. Excuse me, y'all. Got a blanket. I am real comfortable on tonight. But yeah, like, so for me, I enjoyed it. The first portion of it, I enjoyed it because I was just like, yeah, like, I'm good. But then it had gotten to the point where I was just like, all right, kind of want to see my friends, kind of want to do some things. I really had plans on taking my babies to Disney World for their first time. And my son had asked, like, he physically out of his mouth said, Mommy, I want to go to Disney World. So I knew it was time. And both of their birthdays are this month in August. Actually, my oldest just had a birthday this week. And my youngest will be turning 3 at the end of this month. And so I was going to combine their birthdays and we were going to go to Disney World. But clearly that's not going to happen. Florida is one of the hot spots. And so is Georgia, but So yeah, I really haven't enjoyed not being able to be around my friends. Now, granted, I have been around some friends. We've worn masks and we've seen each other briefly in passing or for maybe an hour or so. But like, I'm used to being able to just hang out, kick it with my friends. And I've not enjoyed that portion of it. And the last thing that I have not enjoyed about this pandemic is all of the negativity. People have been so negative during this pandemic. Like, people are negative anyway, right? But it's like now that people are home more and have more time on their hands, they're finding everything to be nitpicky about. I mean, everything. People are being offended by everything. Somebody picked their nose on Facebook. All of a sudden, now we got an issue with it. You know what I mean? Like, if you're vegan or if you're not vegan, if you are for or against masks, you know, just if you are for the teachers returning to school and the kids returning to school or not. Like, it's just so much. And honestly, I'm sick and tired of it. And I really do feel like the pandemic has opened our eyes to a lot, but it's also brought the worst out in a lot of people. And got me looking at some people like. So, yeah, that's where I am on that. Moving on. I also want to talk about some things that I have learned during this time, during this pandemic, during the quarantines, during the lockdowns, just everything. One of the things I say I learned about myself is I have collard green cooking arms. Yeah, I ain't gonna show y'all all of that and gross y'all out. Y'all, my arms have gotten so big, and I ain't talking about with muscles, okay? I don't know why, like, first of all, I've actually lost some weight during the pandemic. I didn't gain some of it back. We ain't gonna talk about that, okay? However, yeah, my arms, like my weight, it's like they went to my arms and my stomach or something. Because I'm not used, like I have, even in my videos, if you go back some of my videos, you'll see me pulling my shirt down to cover up that fat. Like, it grosses me out. It's embarrassing to talk about, but y'all know I keep it real on my channel. So collard green cooking arms is pretty much, it's a joke that if your arms aren't big and juicy, you can't cook collard greens, which I can cook collard greens before my arms got big and juicy. But now I really got collard green, chitlin, fried chicken cooking arms. Okay. Moving on. I also have learned about myself that I don't necessarily like attention on social media. I'm not opposed to, like, if I post a picture or like a random video and somebody likes it, like that's fine with me. But the attention that I have gained from the comedy sketches I've put out, I won't necessarily say I don't like it. Well, part of it makes me a little uncomfortable, and because I don't necessarily want to be in the light like that. Like, people are like, why did you make a YouTube video if you don't want it? YouTube is a little different, but like when you are out there in the limelight, especially like on social media, like Facebook and Instagram and stuff, like YouTube is like my home, like a place for me. It's mine. And people come to me, but like the videos that I'm posting, they're getting spread and shared to everyone else. Does that make sense? So like when people come to my channel, they're coming to my channel. They're coming to me versus me spreading myself out to everyone else. I mean, I know YouTube suggests your videos to people or whatnot, but like it's different. And I don't necessarily like, I don't want to say I don't like it. I'll just say this. You would think that somebody would respond to it like, oh my gosh, like all these people are liking my stuff. For me, it's more like, it's nerve-wracking. Like, oh my gosh, all these people are liking my stuff. What do I do? That's how I feel. Okay. I hope that makes sense. And I've learned that about myself because I thought that whenever I started getting all these big numbers and stuff, like getting the views and things that I wanted, and even getting the amount of subscribers that I have now, I thought I would be like super excited and like, yay, which I'm excited about my subscribers. Don't get me wrong. I love y'all. But like the views on my videos on Facebook and Instagram, it's not that I'm not excited, but it's more so like this fear of, I got to do it like this every time now. Like it feels like pressure, if you will. Yeah. And the last thing I'll touch on, an update with me, what I've learned is I am scared to make new friends. I discovered that in counseling the other day. My counselor actually asked me, she was like, are you fearful of making new friends? Or are you fearful of the rejection that may come with making new friends? And I was like, I think it's both. But then I thought about it and I was like, maybe it is about the fear of rejection, but it's still to me a fear of making friends because I know making friends, what all comes with it. And yeah, I don't want to dig in that too much. Not that I don't want y'all to know, but I definitely kind of talked about it a good bit on my last video. And I went live a few times to talk about it, but I will say this. I am in a place where I am learning who I am as a person as far as what I like and what I don't like, which I've always known it, but now I'm in the place now where I am not willing to compromise what I like and I don't like to be in a friendship with somebody. I'm willing to deal with flaws and different things like that because nobody is perfect. But if I know that I'm not the type of person that can be friends with someone who only wants to talk once every blue moon, I don't want that in a friendship. And I'm not going to settle for that just because that's how you are. And to me, that just means we're not compatible. You know, if you're the type of person that doesn't like to initiate, I have learned that I don't want to be friends with someone that I always have to initiate hangouts or conversation. I don't want to be that person. So I'm learning that about myself, and I'm learning what I can and can deal with and what I will and will not deal with. I hope you guys enjoy my updates. Y'all know I love making y'all laugh. Y'all know I love y'all. And I appreciate all of the love you guys have shown me so much love. I can't even begin to express how grateful I am for your support, your encouraging words. I did get my first troll spam comment recently. Somebody commented on an old video and said something kind of very ugly to me. And I'm so proud of myself because I didn't like go and get in my head about it and be like, oh, maybe. I laughed at the comment and then reported them as spam. Because they had the word spam in their name. And they were rude, but I was just like, clearly you don't have a life. But yeah, so that's my life update. And oh, I forgot to mention with my business has grown tremendously during this pandemic, and it ain't nothing but the Lord. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Because people are losing their businesses, and my business has expanded. So I just wanted to put that out there. What God has for you is for you. And when you obey him and you listen and you follow his word and be guided by him, he'll never fail you. He'll never fail you. So with that being said, I love you guys. And I just pray that you continue to push through and strive and keep your head up high during this dark time. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for stopping by my channel and staying all the way to the end. I'm so glad to have you here. Listen, if you haven't already, go ahead and like, go ahead and subscribe, go ahead and hit that bell notification. You already know what's up. Also, if you want to see some of my latest videos, click here. And I love you guys. See you next time. Bye-bye.